Hundreds of pro-Palestinian protesters held a demonstration inside New York's Museum of Modern Art on afternoon of 10th of February, forcing the museum to close its doors several hours early. At around 4 p.m., Arts and Culture website Hyperallergic reports close to 800 protesters filled the museum's atrium in protest of alleged investments into Israel's military weapons by the museum's trustees. The protesters distributed more than 1,000 imitation MoMA pamphlets criticizing trustees Leon Black, Larry Fink, Paula Crown, Marie-José Kravis, and Ronald S. Lauder, the report states, and hung a banner over the lobby that read, MoMA trustees fund genocide, apartheid, and settler colonialism. In the visuals posted to social media, hundreds of people chant, Free, Free Palestine, as they stand under various signs and banners reading Ceasefire Now, Long Live Gaza, and From the River to the Sea, which is a shortened version of the popular anti-Israel chant, From the River to the Sea, Palestine will be free. After around 15 minutes, the museum's security guards began turning people away at the doors and allowed people inside the building to exit, the report says. A similar protest took place at the MoMA in May 2021. Amid Operation Guardian of the Walls. The protest broke at a time when the battle between Israel and Hamas is intensifying in the besieged Gaza enclave. The Hamas-run health ministry has said that scores of Palestinians have been killed in heavy overnight airstrikes as Israel prepares for a ground offensive. Hamas has also warned Israel on Sunday that a ground offensive in Rafah would torpedo future hostage exchange negotiations. Meanwhile, the Israel's IDF announced on February 12 the rescue of 2 hostages in the southern Gaza city of Rafah. The Israel Defense Forces said that Fernando Simon Marman, 61, and Norberto Luis Hare, 70, were in good condition after being rescued, following an operation that involved battles with Hamas terrorists and massive Israeli airstrikes in Rafah. In an interview that aired on February 11, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reiterated his intention to extend Israel's military operation against Hamas into Rafah, but promised safe passage to civilians displaced there, without giving any details. Netanyahu's office has said in a statement that he had instructed the IDF and defense establishment to present the cabinet with plans for both the evacuation of the Palestinian civilian population from the southern Gaza Strip and the dismantlement of Hamas's battalions in the Rafah area. The health ministry in Hamas-run Gaza says at least 176 people have been killed and 67 of 184 wounded in Israeli strikes on the enclave since October 7, the vast majority women and children. Israeli officials say about 140 people were killed in the Hamas-led October 7 attacks in southern Israel. Militant fighters took some 250 hostages during the attack, and 32 are still in Gaza, according to Israeli figures.